Hello, hello, and welcome once again. J76NY here, and we are pretty close to a morale victory in our Confederate campaign on Grand Tactician, the Civil War. If you're watching here on Twitch, welcome. If you're watching on YouTube, this is episode number 41. Last episode, we had a pretty good victory at the Third Battle of Gettysburg. We have plans in the West to take Missouri, which is one of the objectives here, so we're going to do that. Taking a quick look at the armies in the West. Got the Army of Tennessee in fairly close proximity to the 5th Corps, 17,000 men in the 5th Corps. Zollicoffer, I'm thinking about sending him down to Covington to take that from the Union. We have the Army of West Tennessee out here building a supply depot that'll be done in 8 days. As far as our policies go, we are working on impressment, 8.2 days there. That'll give us some more recruits. Down here in the siege of Fort Pickens, we are doing not too bad here. Doing a little better since we added that second army. I've been thinking about auto-resolving this to see what we can do with that. Sieges are still going on. Actually, Army of Georgia, siege assault. So that's going okay. And up in the northeast, where the majority of our action has taken place, we have the 2nd Corps retreating from the Battle of Gettysburg. They have 22,000 men. We've got the Army of the Northwest, who was the primary force in that battle, recovering their readiness. We've got the Army of the Potomac in pretty good shape, 28,000 men there. Up here in Harrisburg, we don't have quite the force I thought they did. I thought they had collected a whole lot of troops out in this area. They've only got 14,100 men holding Harrisburg. They've got the 6th Corps down here with 21,000 men. If I were to say any threat is the most dangerous right now, it's probably the 6th Corps. Down here, we've got Pickett, who is moving to Annapolis. I may have him come down here to Fort Washington and take that. Looks like Pickett's got another perk available. See, what does he have here? Flying column and embedded reporters. We'll give him ambulance corps. Over here, we've got the Department of Ohio with 11,000 and the Department of Pennsylvania with 7,000. Looks like they may be going somewhere by ship. I'm not really sure. And Joseph Johnson is down here. He is good to go with his 18,000 men. I may send him up to start raiding these supply depots up near Pittsburgh. Although I did see a Union force that was down in here. I think he may have driven them off. So let's send General Johnson up to take this supply depot. Then moving out west, they are building their supply depot, so I'm going to leave them where they are. Hopefully that helps them with their food situation. They're kind of starving. And these guys, I'm going to send them down to Kentucky to take that. Let's push play, see what happens. Alright, Secretary Robinson impeached. Secretary of State of Kansas convicted. Okay. Pickett's at his destination. Let's go see what Pickett's up to. Glorious victory at Fort Pickens. There we go. So we finally took Fort Pickens. See officer loss report. Result of the Battle of Fort Pickens. Union retreating in panic. Good job, General Bonham. There was another slavery prohibited in the territories. U.S. Congress to regulate slavery. Officer loss report. The war is over. Union sues for peace. Okay. I think we just won.
We are fighting for independence, and that, or extermination, we will have. Jefferson Davis, President of the Confederate States of America. Epilogue. Apostles of Disunion. All the Confederacy asked was to be let alone. Instead, the states with which they were lately confederated attempted a subjugation by arms. But the sword in Southern hand was grasped tightly, and it was against this sword the Union, under its stubborn leader Lincoln, threw itself. Relying on the divine power that they believed covered with its protection the cause they held just, the Southern soldiers struggled for their freedom, independence, and self-government. And in this struggle, the Confederacy achieved the unbelievable. On the brink of an abyss into which they did not wish to look, against all odds, as all the might of the Union crashed against them, the ranks of Southern soldiers held firm. But it would be only after the bloody and heroic struggle for freedom the Confederacy's true demeanor would be revealed. The nation was born from rebellion and extreme states' rights principles, and even during a war of survival against a common foe plagued by internal feuds and petty rivalries, the apostles of disunion would find no comfort within another union of states centrally governed. The idea of men depriving other men of their freedom would not succeed in the changing world. The question of slavery, the so-called divine institution the Confederacy was based on to protect, in its moral impossibility, would sooner rather than later threaten to implode the quarrelsome nation. And when that time comes, the Confederacy will be surrounded only by enemies, like hungry wolves, looking for any sign of weakness to exploit.
Okay, that's going to do it for our campaign as the Confederates on Grand Tactician Civil War. I want to apologize about the very abrupt end to the series. I was expecting a final battle, but the fall of Fort Pickens pushed us over the edge, and we have a Confederate victory. I want to take a second to thank everyone who joined me throughout the series. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for subscribing if you did. If you didn't, you might want to, because I'm going to be starting a Union campaign probably in the next week or so. So I look forward to joining you as we take control of the Union armies in our next Grand Tactician, the Civil War campaign. J76NY saying thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the series. Have a good day.